A very hello to everyone. Myself, Vivi Uttarwar from Kikkewa College of Food Technology, Nasik. So, guys, in my last lecture or last video, we have seen about introduction to post-harvest management. So, the link is given in description. So, before going to this video, you must go for that video, and after that, you can continue to the current video. So, this is video regarding the morphology of fruits and vegetable, their parts, then the classification of fruit. So actually the subject is regarding fruits and vegetable. That's why I'm going from basic things, what is meant by fruit, what is meant by vegetable, their morphologies, their classifications, and then we will move for actually post harvest management processings. So for today we'll go for the morphology of fruits and vegetable. So basically fruits, they are developed from the flowers. So what is mean by flower? Flower are the variations of inflorescence. Basic structure of inflorescence is stem including pedicle, peduncle, bracts and flowers. So inflorescences of most of fruits and vegetable, they are uh, made up of uh, parenchymatous tissues containing typical plant cell. So all the cell components of the plant cell are present in these cells too. So now we'll go for the structure of flower. So we can see, so this is a simple structure of flower having the female reproductive part, the male reproductive part, and some other parts of the flower starting from down the stem. Then there is a receptacle where there is a generation of flower organs, or all flower organs are settled on the receptacle. After that there is a green petal type portion is there called as sepals, and at above there are petals. After that, the most important thing, that is a male reproductive part called as stamen having anther and filament. So that yellow colored small ball like structure is nothing but the anthers, and at bottom a sticks like structure, that is nothing but the filaments. And there is a female reproduction part called as a carpel having different parts. So the first part, that is a stigma, then there is a style, and after that pollen tube. So where the fertilization process started at last in bottom. So there is a circular structure or round structure called as ovary containing the small portions are called as ovules. So in second figure, so there is a diagrammatic representation of these carpels. So first there is apocarpus ovaries are there, and after that the syncarpus ovaries are there. So further it will come in next slide, but before going to next, so apocarpus ovary is nothing but there are multiple carpels which are based in single flower. So the structure you can see below apocarpus ovary, that they are having various ovaries as well as ovules, and the syncarpus ovary is nothing but they are having various ovaries but they are attached to each other, means single carpel having multiple ovaries, and apocarpus, that is a multiple carpels are present in that multiple ovaries are present. So this is a simple structure of flower. Now we'll come to fruit. So the fruits commercially comprises various combination of tissues that may include an expanded ovary, the seed and other tissues referred as a ripened ovary. So basically the ovary part of the flower, it develops into fruit. That's why it is called as ripened ovary. What is the actual definition of fruit? So the edible product of the plant or tree consisting of seeds and its envelope, especially later the envelope when it is juicy and pulpy. So fruit is the edible product of the plant and having some seeds, especially they are having juicy or pulpy material in it. What is a consumer definition of fruit? The plant product with aromatic flavors which are either naturally sweet or normally sweetened before eating. So, generally, fruits are sweet in nature. Okay, ripened fruits are sweet in nature, or sometimes the processed products they are also sweetened. Next, this is all about the true fruit. What is second thing? That is a false fruit or called as pseudocarp. So false fruit is a type of fruit which is developed from other part of the flower. The example is mentioned, that is apple. So apple, it is a developed from the thalamus of the plant, and the fruit which is developed without fertilization is called as parthenocarpic fruit. So they are seedless. The best example is banana. So like that there are types of fruit. Then the morphology of fruits. So there is a structure of mango and peach is given. So there are three basic important parts. The first, that is a epicarp, middle mesocarp, and inner portion having seed covering, that is a endocarp, and at center they are having seeds. So epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp, these three are the layers of fruit of two fruits. Generally mesocarp is a edible portion of true fruit. It is a fibrous, pulpy, juicy material present in fruit. In case of peach, you can see here also mentioned the endocarp, mesocarp or exocarp. So these three layers are present. At center there is a seed having endosperm, embryo and seed coat. So already we have seen the structure of seeds in legumes and oil seed. So you can go for that video also. This is a simple morphology of fruit. So there is a conversion of flower to fruit. So already we have seen structure of flower and what is fruit. Both we have seen. Now there are various parts of the flower after fertilization. The ovary part, okay. So the ovary part, it develops into fruit. Ovary wall develops into pericarp and the ovule is developed into seeds. So whatever female reproductive parts are there, they all develops into fruit. Ovary into fruit. So in right hand side you can see there is a cucumber and avocado. So whatever exocarp or mesocarp, endocarp, so they are prepared of ovary. Then ovary wall, nothing but these carps are ovary wall and the ovule. So the inner seeds, so nothing but the peas, the avocado seed of brown color and the cucumber seeds of white color. So these all are made up of ovules or made from ovule. Like that there is a development of flower to the fruit. Now what is the classification of fruit? So one by one we will go for classification. The first on the basis of the origin, then there is a classification on the basis of climate adaptability and the classification on the respiratory pattern. After that botanical and consumer classification is also present. So first we will go for classification of fruits on the basis of origin. So there are three types of fruit, that is a simple fruit, aggregate fruit and composite fruit. Composite fruit also called as multiple or accessory depending on origin. So the accessory fruits sometimes are called as false fruit and are not derived from the ovary but another part of the flower, such as strawberry, which is developed from the receptacle of the flower. So in this figure you can see how the simple, aggregate and multiple fruits they are prepared of. The first simple fruit having or it is developed from the flower having a single carpel, okay, or single ovary. So from single ovary it is developed into a fruit. That fruit is called as simple fruit. Then there is a aggregate fruit. So in aggregate fruit there is a multiple fertilization or double fertilization process is carried out. In simple fruit there is a single fertilization process is carried out. So in case of aggregate fruit there is a multiple carpels are present. It means multiple female reproductive parts, that is a carpels, are present and having various ovaries and ovules in it. So we have seen the two structures, that is a syncarpus and apocarpus ovaries. So in case of simple fruit the syncarpus ovary is present, and in case of aggregate fruit there is a apocarpus ovary is present. There is a multiple ovaries are present having multiple ovary carpels. At last there is a multiple fruit. So these multiple fruits are, examples are pineapple, fig. So all these are prepared of complete inflorescence. So whatever the inflorescence part of that plant, it completely develops into a single fruit. So that means they are having combination of fruit, nothing but composite fruit. So that's why multiple fruit are also called as composite fruit. So they are prepared or they are made from a bunch of flowers or a complete inflorescence. So first we will understand what is simple fruits. So the simple fruits is a type of fruit that develops from single or compound ovary with one pistil or single flower. Also we can call it a carpel. Okay. So the fruit which is developed from the simple or single or compound ovary having one pistil. So only one pistil is present in that flower, so that develops into fruit called as simple fruit. So there are two types of simple fruits. First fleshy fruits and then dry fruits. Again the fleshy fruits means they are having moisture content in abundant quantity. The flesh is in abundant quantity. In dry fruits low moisture content is available. So the fleshy fruits are again categorized into drupe, berry and pome, and the dry fruits are categorized into dehiscent and indehiscent. So we will understand what is meant by these fruits. So first of all there is a fleshy food material or fleshy fruit, that is a drupe. So it is a one seeded simple fruit which is developed from single ovary having three distinct layers. So in the image you can see there is a peach having epicarp, mesocarp, fleshy material, edible, and endocarp, that is inner seed coat, hard, woody, enclosing a single cell. So such a fruit is called as drupe. So examples are olives, apricots, peach and mango. So these are nothing but true fruits. So now there is a second class from fleshy fruits, that is a berry. So the fruit formed from compound ovary with too few or many seeds having entire fleshy pericarp. So the fruits having entire fleshy pericarp, and it is also prepared from a single ovary called as berry. So in short I have given the classification. So it will be helpful for you. So the examples are grapes, tomatoes. Okay. So why the grapes and tomatoes? Because whatever the three layers, they are all fleshy. Okay, the pericarp is also fleshy. So that's why they are called as berries. So that is belongs to simple fruit. So these berries or berry fruit are again classified into two categories, that is pepo and hesperidium. So we will understand what is meant by pepo and what is meant by Hesperidium. So the pepo, it is a berry with the hard and thick rind. So we have example of watermelon. The watermelon, it is a fleshy fruit. So completely whatever its rind, its inner core, all is fleshy material and multiple seeds are available in it. So these are the berries with the hard and thick rind. The examples are watermelon, cucumber, some type of gourds, okay, bitter gourd. So all these are, and then bottle gourd, all these belongs to the category that is pepo, and it is a type of berry. Then hesperidium. So the hesperidium is a fruit having leathery rind containing oil glands and locules filled with the fleshy outgrowth containing the juice. So in structure you can see the whatever the epicarp or uh, epicarp is present, it is a quite leathery product. It is a flexible leathery product, and then the mesocarp and endocarps are present below the epicarp. At center there are uh, locules present, okay, having juice. So all these juice locules are present in the inner core of that seed. So the interior of fruit is divided by septa, indicating the number of carpels. So how much carpels are present in it, so that are indicated by the different septa or different partitions done by these septas. So the example is citrus food, that is sweet lime, oranges, all belongs to berry category and known as the hesperidium fruits. Then there is a next category of fleshy fruit, that is a pome. So it is a accessory fruit derived from the several carpels, receptacles, outer portion of the pericarp fleshy and inner portion of the pericarp is peppery or cartilaginous, forming a core. So you can see the structure of apple. It is a horizontally cut, so having at center some seeds, and which is surrounded by peppery cartilaginous material, then the edible portion, and after that at last there is a outer epicarp. Okay, so it is a false fruit which is made from thalamus, and the edible portion is called as hyphantheum. So this belongs to category pome, but it is also a type of fruit or berry fruit having fleshy material. So like that the fleshy fruits are categorized in a different ways. Now we'll go for next, that is a dry fruits. So that we will take in our next lecture. So for that purpose, be continued with my videos, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.